I'm gonna start with the thing that you guys will probably think is a torture device first. I may have to turn my camera because this one can get a little involved. I'm sure my dogs will hijack this just like they do everything else. So when it comes out, it comes in two pieces. You just snap them together, no big deal. You've got these on the end. Obviously these are for your feet. I'm trying to figure out a way that you can see me do something on here. Now, you can work your arms, you can work your legs, you can work your abs. The beauty about Pilates, I'm a former Pilates instructor, I'm a certified Pilates instructor, so I actually know quite a bit about this, is that Pilates is a beast of a workout, and I do mean a beast of a workout. So, what I said about me being shorter and me having a little bit of difficulty with this one is that I have to wrap around because I am shorter, and so I can't quite get with these. This was apparently designed by a taller person. Come on, thing. And of course it's not going to cooperate with me as I'm trying to do a video. That's fine. I'll show you how it's done in its natural form. If you would like to murder your entire body at the time, or the whole time, all the way down from your shoulders, but particularly your abs, put your feet in these little things. Extend your whole body back into a V-sit position. Do you see this? You're kind of holding this up. This is not a great camera angle for this, but you're kind of holding this up. Your feet are in these things. Maybe if I lay it this way, you can see this. And you flutter kick your feet. Now what's going on here is your core is engaged like nothing else. Your triceps, your shoulders, your back muscles, your entire body is holding on for dear life. When I tell you, when I start doing this, I start talking to Jesus. We start negotiating, bargaining. Lord, will you get me through 2 minutes of this? Seems simple, right? It's not, it's not, it's not, it's not. The more advanced you want to get with it, the more advanced you get in your ab conditioning, the higher you can sit up with it and flutter. See, I just fell straight back because my body was like, heck no, we're done for the morning. But that's one of the 800 things you can do with this. You can lay on the floor straight back. As long as you're pushing against these little things your feet are in, your legs are engaged. You can hold this straight up above your chest. I'm gonna hit the piano bench. And you can do this move we do in the gym. It's a chest exercise where you very carefully just pull back overhead a little bit and then go right back to the start. But it's a very slow and controlled move where it is working a lot of your lower chest. It's working your arms, it's working your triceps. So as long as you're still pushing with your feet, you're still working your legs. You've always got to keep your core engaged. Your back should be always flat down to the floor. And in Pilates, a lot of breathing is involved. So you can do that. You can stand up with this thing, you can sit up, you can do tricep extensions. You can do shoulder presses with this too. This thing, you could Google it, there's infinite possibilities that I have found with this. I'll get down here some days, I know you can't see a lot of this, and I'll do skull crushers. That's what we call them in the gym. And it's very interesting because my legs are engaged, where normally in the gym this would just be a workout where just my arms would be working. But this is what, trainers, you can correct me, this is what we would traditionally call like a compound workout because, well, now my abs and my legs are in the mix. If I want to make something like this even harder, I can lift a leg up because I'm still working against this one thing. And then if I don't want to do the V-sit, if the V-sit is a little too hard for me, I can just hold this back and get some resistance, and I can flutter kick off the floor. And I'm still getting the same ab workout, and I'm still getting the same leg workout. And this is a beast. I can also start from up here, holding this as far back as I can, and I can work the life out of my legs. This is one I usually put my ankle weights on for. Hi, Bentley. The deal with this is control. It's quality over quantity. And I just realized you guys can't see that, so I'm holding this back. My legs are starting straight up in the air. So I'm holding this, my arms are engaged, and I'm taking one foot as close to the floor as I can get. And I'm bringing it back up. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. And I usually do this with my 1.5 pound weights on. This is quite possibly one of the coolest pieces of equipment I have ever run across. And it was just casually hanging out in Five Below. Because I don't know if you can see me shaking because of the fact of how many muscle groups are involved at the same time here. Yikes! If I wanted to, but there's not time, I can stand up on this thing. I can do overhead press for shoulders. I can stand up. I can do another tricep extension. You get the general gist. This is worth the $5 investment. All right, let's go to these resistance bands. Find something sturdy in your house. First time I did it, I put them like under the bottom of my couch over there. For now, my piano bench should be fine. I love to work back, so. But whatever you do, put them around something that's not gonna fall. I don't wanna be hearing, Lisa, you made me fall. I didn't, you did. So, depending on where you put this, height-wise, is where it's going to hit you in your back workout. So if I start up here, this is still not, let's try this. So I'm sitting flat, and I have long arms, so I have to sit way back here. And this is just like your traditional machine at the gym, where you pull and squeeze between your shoulder blades and release, and pull and squeeze between your shoulder blades and release. Same machine, same principle, just resistance bands. And I could make this a lot harder if I wanted. I can switch my hand angle straight out and work a different angle of my back, more at the top. Maybe if I do this around this one, you guys can see it a little better. I don't make YouTube videos, I don't make stuff like this, I don't film myself, so I don't know about this. So, yeah, I can pull, and I almost pulled my piano bench over. That's the problem, a little too much power, but that is getting more to the top of my back. This, you'll see people sitting down, pulling the shoulder blades back together. This is more of the middle of the back. I can also recreate a rowing machine if I wanted to. And I can go crazy with cardio. This is where I did it under my couch because I was like, I don't feel like this is safe if I were to go a little too wild. Dogs, you're not a part of this. I love you, but you're not. So I put it underneath my couch here to where the ropes are secure, and literally sat down and just started like on a rowing machine. There's no way you can see me and see this. I don't think it's possible. I'm not good at that filming. I'm not that good at filming, nor do I care. I'm also tired because my cats think that 3 a.m. is a proper wake up time. Bentley, this is not time for you, love. I literally sat here one night and was like, all right, I love the rowing machine, but I'm not there, so I mimicked the angle of the rowing machine with my feet there and this here, and I said, you know what, let's go. And I just, as fast as I could for like 10 minutes. Heart rate went through the roof. Arms hurt like crazy. But if you're gonna try this one, again, I put this under my couch because I know that even though I've lost some strength, there is still some power in there. And I didn't feel like pulling any furniture over and having to call Keith and try to explain this one. So, there's that option. Now, resistance bands, I can stand on these, put my feet in the center with a slight knee bend, and I can do bicep curls, slow and controlled. I've got some heavy bands on here, so this gets tough. You can do tricep kickbacks on here even. You have to be really careful how you execute them. The possibilities with resistance bands, guys, they're endless. They're endless. You would do the other side. You can do shoulder work on here. I can go out and I can do shoulder extensions. I would take a band off for this. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. I have this a little heavier because I have it set for back. But yeah, you can do your side shoulder. You can do the front. You can also come out in the front. I have this way too heavy that I would do for my shoulder routine. You can do overhead presses. Like I said, I got this way too heavy for me to sit here and try to overhead press. I'm not gonna break that. As far as leg stuff go, the way I had that just thrown under the couch then, I have done that and I have put my foot in this thing and I have done kind of like when you're bicycling your legs in a crunch. I've done the same sort of thing with that. So there's video number 1. I've got another one for you too.